Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my top 10 favorite Pretty Serious nail polishes. I started this top 10 series maybe like 6 months ago, and I've slowly been putting out videos. I've already done several top 10 already, so I'll actually leave that playlist linked somewhere in the iCards. I've done like my China Glaze ones, my Deborah Lippmann ones, my Zoya polishes. I still have a few more brands that I want to do a top 10 for you guys, but if there are any brands that you guys want to see sooner, then just please leave a comment down below and I will get to that video as soon as possible. Now before we get started, I quickly want to talk about what I'm wearing on my nails. I'm actually wearing one of my favorite Pretty Serious nail polishes. This one is called Mad Skull of Cloverton, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And then on my accent nail, I am wearing a foil I actually picked up recently in my nail foil haul. And then on my lips, I am wearing one of the Lancome matte shakers, and this is in the color Energy Peach. So let's just go ahead and get started. Pretty Serious Cosmetics, I think, is the actual name of the company. They are an indie brand. They're actually an Australian brand, and I first picked them up. I first picked up a few of their polishes maybe about 2 years ago, and I absolutely fell in love with the brand. First of all, their packaging is just absolutely gorgeous. They put such detail into all of their packaging, and they do have different packaging depending on like collections or certain themes, but I didn't include any cream polishes in these top 10, but I do want to talk about their cream formulation. I love the Pretty Serious cream formulation. Most of the creams that I've tried from them have been 1 to 2 coats. They are one of the few indie brands that I actually purchase creams from, but their creams are absolutely great. So even though they're not in my top 10, I did want to mention them because their formula is just that good. But let's go ahead and get started with my top 10. This polish right here is called Princess Plutonium, and this is part of the Post-Apocalyptic Princess collection. This is an absolutely gorgeous hot pink polish with a whole bunch of black shard glitter. The formula on this is amazing. I can almost get it fully opaque in 1 coat, but I definitely would suggest doing 2 coats with this one. You do want to be careful with these shard glitters because they do tend to kind of stick up a little bit on the nail. If they don't lay completely flat, then they will catch on things, like catch on your clothing. I do have to do a little bit of glitter manipulation with this, but I don't have to do any fishing to get any of those glitters out. This is nicely packed with glitters. This is definitely my favorite polish that I've ever purchased from Pretty Serious. I absolutely love this polish. It's very edgy yet very girly. I really do love it. My next favorite polish from them is also from the Post-Apocalyptic Princess collection, and this one is called an Uzi From Daddy. I do like to keep the boxes for these polishes because I really do love the artwork of it. This is an absolutely gorgeous purple pinky polish with a whole bunch of blue glitters, but there's also this shimmer in there that has a very strong blue shift in it. Hopefully you guys can see that shimmer. Absolutely gorgeous, great formula. This is fully opaque in 2 to 3 coats depending on your application, but it's just such a unique polish in my opinion. I really do love this polish. Next polish in my top 10 is actually from their Christmas collection. So the artwork on the box does have like a Christmas theme to it, but I actually enjoy all of the polishes in this collection. This one is called a Christmas Time Paradox. It's this absolutely gorgeous metallic foiled blue polish, but like I said, I really enjoy the entire collection. So there's like a red, a green, a pink. There's several colors in the Christmas collection, and they all have the same metallic foiled finish. These are all fully opaque in 1 coat. So the picture I showed you guys is just 1 coat of this polish. It is so beautiful. They do tend to be a little bit brush strokey, so I would be a little bit careful when you are applying these because you will be able to see the brush strokes, but these are my favorite foiled polishes to go to. I wouldn't necessarily call them like a full foiled. They're definitely somewhere in between like a foiled and a metallic polish. My next favorite is actually a little bit more of a recent purchase. I picked this up when they were having like a big sale because I think they're going to be like changing up the boxes or the bottles or something like that. They're doing some type of big change in the company. And this one is called the Dragon's Curse. This one is a very, very unique polish. So it's a little hard to explain. It's kind of like this mint green, and then there's a whole bunch of gold shimmer. Hopefully you guys can see that shimmer in there, but there's a whole bunch of shimmer in here. It's like this pearl-like shimmer. It just makes this polish glow. This one is fully opaque in 2 coats. I was a little worried that this one is going to be a little bit more transparent, but I could get this polish fully opaque in just 2 coats. Gorgeous formula. My next favorite is actually what I'm wearing on my nails, and this is called Mad Skull of Cloverton, and it's this gorgeous like pinky lilac color with a whole bunch of pearly shimmer in there that has this very gorgeous like blue flash to it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on my nails, but it has like a bluish green flash to it. Absolutely gorgeous. That shimmer makes the polish look like it's glowing from within. So beautiful. This one is a little bit more sheer than the previous polish. This one does take 3 to 4 coats to be fully opaque, but the formula is a very, very thin formula, and it does tend to dry pretty quickly, so I don't mind that it takes 3 to 4 coats to be fully opaque. I really think this is a very beautiful polish. It's a very girly polish, and it's very, very unique. I haven't quite been able to find a polish like this. I think that shift is definitely what makes this polish so unique. So the next 5 polishes are definitely the reason that I was initially attracted to Pretty Serious. These are all kind of ugly, pretty colors and more kind of Halloween themed nail polishes. I love Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. It is my favorite holiday. My birthday is also in October, so I just love all of these polishes. So if you guys really like those kind of ugly pretty colors, those kind of cool Halloween polishes, then I think you'll really enjoy these. So the first one is called Blood of Gnosis. This one is definitely one of those ugly pretty colors. So it's like this murky green color with a whole bunch of gold shimmer. It's just so cool looking on the nails, but this is definitely not going to be everybody's cup of tea. So this one has a really nice formula. It's fully opaque on me in 2 coats. I love this polish, and I love to use it around the fall time and around Halloween time. It's just such a cool looking polish. So then the next 3 are actually part of, I think it's called the Killer Fangirls collection or something like that. I think the packaging on these are just so cool, but these are actually all based off of the 3 big like horror movie killers. This first one is called Elm Street, and this one is based off of Freddy Krueger. I think it's a really, really fun polish. It has a whole bunch of red and green shard glitter, and then there's also a whole bunch of like metallic red micro glitter in here, and it's all in this kind of ox blood red jelly base. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a little bit more difficult to work with. It did take me 3 coats to get this fully opaque, and I did have to do a lot of glitter manipulation because they're not shard glitters, but those like long bar glitters, it's kind of like tinsel. They are a little bit more difficult to work with than your traditional glitters because you definitely want those to lie flat. They tend to kind of stick up or stick out of the nail. I just love having this polish in my collection, not only as like a horror movie fan, but I think it's a really cool Halloween polish as well. The next one is called Haddonfield. This one is the one for Michael Myers, and this one is just such a cool polish. So this is an orange jelly polish with a whole bunch of orange metallic glitters, orange metallic micro glitters, and there's also very teeny tiny black shard glitters in here. This is a breathtaking polish. Again, this is going to be a little bit more difficult to work with because of all of those glitters in here. It's just jam packed with glitters, and you do have to do a lot of glitter manipulation. So this took me 2 coats to be fully opaque. Sometimes I may need 3 coats depending on the glitters and if I have to move them around a little bit to kind of cover up those little patches. Sometimes I will need 3 coats with this one, but for the most part, I've gotten away with just 2 coats. The next one is called Crystal Lake, which is supposed to be the Jason polish. This is a gorgeous blue jelly based polish. It's showing up a little darker on camera. It's actually more like the color shirt that I'm wearing. It's this lighter blue jelly based polish with a whole bunch of blue metallic glitters, and there's also opalescent glitters in here as well, and some gold metallic glitters. This is one of the polishes that I think you could get away with wearing all year round, or it doesn't necessarily have to be like Halloween themed. I think this would be a gorgeous polish to wear in the summertime because it is that very bright blue. You do have to do a little bit of glitter manipulation with this one, but I was able to get this fully opaque in 2 coats. And then the last polish I have to share with you guys, again, it is Halloween themed. This one is called Gruesome Groom, and this is just such a cool polish. It is this murky green polish with a whole bunch of red glitter, so it looks like it could be blood. Perhaps it could look like a zombie bite or something like that. There's just something that's really cool about this glitter combination. Really nice formula. I was able to get this fully opaque in 2 coats. I didn't really have any issues with these glitters. I didn't have to do any swirling or fishing with them. They seem to lay pretty nice and flat for the most part. I didn't really have to do any manipulation with it or anything like that. I really love this polish. It's just such a cool polish, perfect for Halloween time. I don't know, it kind of looks like a reptile, but again, this one isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it is one of my all-time favorite polishes. That's it. That's my entire top 10 favorite Pretty Serious polishes. At first, I wasn't going to include as many like Halloween themed polishes as I did, but I just really love Halloween, so I had to stay true to that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you guys did. Also, please don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. I do currently post 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!